So students, today I'm going to take you on a virtual tour of a theatre complex. This theatre complex is called as Kennedy Auditorium. Aligarh Muslim University has, I told you earlier, a center called Cultural Education Center. Cultural Education Center is the cultural hub of our university. It's the place where students come to learn different aspects of arts, aesthetics, fine arts, and enrich themselves culturally, psychologically, and their holistic development is possible when they are participating in various kinds of events that take place entire year. And it is a student-centric body where students run the clubs, teachers are the mentors and presidents, but the secretary is a student, and each club is having a single secretary, and then there is a team of students. They decide, they run it. Teachers are mentoring them, facilitating them. So it's an example of student-centric education system. Autonomy of students is there, and they are participating in various kinds of activities, organize things, invite people, learn acting, direction, and other aspects of theatre. As you have already seen in the video clips that I have shown you. And there are other clubs also, like debate and music. There are 4 music clubs, and the students who were participating in the video clips you could see on the Sar Sihat play, they were from the music clubs, fine arts club, hobbies workshop, club for short evening courses. All different kinds of clubs are there, and this building is for everyone to use. It is also universities for university use, so everybody wants to come here. The stage is grand. The grandeur of this building attracts the best performers from the world. It's a dream for people to perform here, and the technology and the advancement which is available and which has been made available is unmatched. It is something that inspires me all the time to work more and more for this place and remain attached and learn more and more new things, because it is a great learning experience for us as well. Now, especially those of you who have no access to theatre buildings and who have had less exposure to how theatre happens and how the entire system works, this virtual tour is especially good for you. It will make you understand with some basic jargon of theatre building, some basic aspects of its structure, what are those things called, and how should we make use of it. So let us start this tour, and I'll meet you at the end of it in a different lecture. Thank you so much. Enjoy this tour. I'm taking you through Kennedy Auditorium of Cultural Education Center.
Hello students, so we are in the MOOC program on studies in theatre. Today I have brought you on this location. This is called as Kennedy Auditorium, and I am going to take you on a tour of this auditorium so that you can understand the hands-on aspects of all the things related to theatre. It has many entrances and exits. This is the first entry. This entry is used for performers and important people who are invited. And then there are other entries, like that entry is for the audience. And you can see the height of the auditorium space. It's very high. It's one of the biggest auditoriums available in any Indian university. So I have brought you to the other entrance of this building now. The gate behind me is the gate for the general audience. And when we enter this part, we are about to enter the main auditorium space. Please follow me. This part of the building is called as foyer. You must have seen in cinema hall when you are about to enter the main auditorium, that is called as foyer. This is the waiting area, and this is a very beautiful gallery. This has been recently decorated. And we put up different kinds of exhibitions here. So you can see, alright. And we move from here to the theatre. Now these are the stairs, and these stairs take us to the seating area where audience sit. You can follow me. So this is this beautiful auditorium. So this is this big stage of Kennedy Auditorium. You can see how big it is. And it is a very rich example of theatre practice, light and sound. So we are going to have a visitor. So this is how we come on the stage if we are coming from the front side of the stage. But this is not used when the performance is going on. And now I will show you the different parts of this stage, which is such a big stage. The place where I am standing, you can see that this is a curved part. This curved part is the place where performers do not come. This is called as apron area. And now I am standing in the central part of the stage. You can see on my both hands there is a boundary line of curtain. Any performer has to restrict this line. We cannot step outside while performing. So although this area is for performance, but this is very rarely used. And now you can see that there is a curtain. This curtain is used for when the performance has to begin or some kind of changeover has to take place. I'll show you in a while some shots about the curtains functioning, but first of all let us take some other direction. Now the curtain which is behind me, and as you can see some rehearsal is going on. Today this curtain very big. This is called as cyclorama. You have seen it in the other lecture where I discussed about it. The role of cyclorama is to give depth to the stage, and it is generally in a dark color, either black color or blue color. And this is the limit of the stage, the depth of the stage. And the curtains, cyclorama and all the shields here, they work with the help of pulleys operated with electricity. Now you can see the cyclorama is being pulled off for your knowledge. This is how it functions. Behind it is a screen. That screen is the end of the stage area. But this is never white, this is always black in color. Now I am on the right side of the stage, and these are curtains behind me. And these curtains have light bars in between. These curtains are called as wings, because when we stand inside a wing like this and preparing to go on stage, the audience cannot see us. So it is to hide ourselves from the audience. See, I am visible here, but I won't be visible from there if I go inside the wing like this. And we have 4 of these, so it is a very big stage in its depth as well. And there are light bars about which I will explain you, but you must understand that these light bars are on the wings to come on the face of the audience for the expression of emotions. When emotional scenes are going on, they generally come onto our face and they enhance and amplify our expressions. You can see behind me, everywhere there are a lot of lights. The sound is of smoke gun. And all these lights are for different purpose, different use. Now when you take another angle, I will show that there are so many lights. These are around 300 lights that cover this stage. These lights have a different purpose. These are fixed light bars, and every light bar has sets of lights which are used for different purposes on different angles. Then there are these 360-degree intelligent lights. These lights have various functions in them, and we create different effects here. I have shown you in some samples of ANU Drama Club the effects that are created because of the interplay of these lights. What is happening right now on stage is an arrangement that has been developed. Every time this arrangement is created, that is saved in the console, which is in the depth of the auditorium, right behind the chairs. We will go to the console later on. You can see that these lights can be moved around, they can dance also. Sometimes when there is a use of music, then these lights can be coordinated with the speed and the choreography, so that enhances the whole immersive experience. And now I have come to a point which is behind the scene effect. This is a control of all the types of curtains that are present on the stage. This is for the curtain. This is center curtain. There is a white center curtain. We will show you its functioning. This is for cyclorama, and this is for bar. A bar is there on which we can display any banner. So I am pressing this button and you will see that our curtain will be on. So this is how it functions. It's very smooth. Sometimes it used to be worked manually as well, but now it is with electricity. So it is a very sophisticated method to change the decor of the stage. Now I'm entering this back behind the scene area. You can see that these are sound bars, and this is also another sound system. This is to simplify your information. All these arrangements are for controlling the sound that is there. You can see there are various plugs and plugins. Each has a number, and this arrangement is once done, and it is then set in the mixer, which is in the center of the stage. Now we will walk from here and go up the stage. I will show you some beautiful picture of how complex the lighting area is. Now I have come up these stairs, and the place where I am standing, you can see a big array of wires. All those 300 plus lights that I showed you, they are handled and connected from here. And this is a very complex circuit. This is something very interesting for those who are interested in technical things. Even if you want to be in theatre but want to do something technical, this is the place for you. So theatre is not just for acting. Theatre has so many aspects. If you are a sound lover, light lover, and also have some engineering skills, these kinds of arrangement areas are for your interest. And now I will take you actually behind the scene, behind the stage. So I'm entering one of the wings here, and we will go behind the curtain, behind the cyclorama. There is the set of properties and everything which lies there. Please see. You can see these different lights, extra lights are here. They are stored here. When some lights go for repair, these are exchanged and we need them. So this whole setup is here. This is a property piece. This window was visible in one of the plays of which I showed you as excerpt, that is Mohabbatein Hain Mohabbatein. This was used there. And then you can see so many other wooden art pieces, special chairs, and things which are used for different kinds of plays. They are also lying here. You can have a look at it. These kinds of panels are very useful. We never throw them away. We try to reuse and recycle. And we use most of those stuff which are not environmentally bad. See, we are recycling this banner which was used for some event, but we have placed it here so that it safeguards various kinds of things on the stage. And here also we have effects of lights. It is also black in color. This is the wall, the final wall of the building, and it is also black in color. So black is the color of theatre. And in such a big setup, we definitely need fire extinguishing equipment, which is here, and it's functioning as also to be understood by a couple of people when it is required. God forbid we require it. This is a case which is familiar to your eyes. Probably you have seen some DJ programmers to carry this. We keep our speakers in them. They are very sturdy. And this is a curtain. I go here and I show you that this is the box of this speaker which is out of the box. This is called as haze gun. When you want to create hazy effect, you can see the haze is coming out of it. This is a machine used for creating haze effect, and just opposite it there is a smoke gun on that side. So when you want to create the impact of smoke, such machines are used on stage. Can we have some smoke? Yes, here it is. I hope you can enjoy this. And it doesn't create tears. It's very safe for stage shows. These are called as sidebars. Each bar has 3 lights. These lights, as you can see, my face is lit up because of the sidebar in front of me. I'm standing on the right side of the stage. Please follow closer so that we can go upstairs and see where does the bell of the auditorium work. This is the staircase that leads to another part of the auditorium where we control the bell of theatre. So we have to give 3 bells before a play starts. The first bell cautions the audience to be ready in their seats. The second bell cautions the team and all the property managers to be ready with their objects. It's final. And the third bell is for curtain to go off. After the third bell, now I'm ringing the bells. Students, I want to give you the feel of rehearsal. I know some of you already know about these things, but those who have not been exposed to such experiences, it is such fun. You can see these are students of drama club. They are rehearsing a play and then they will be putting up this play for different kinds of shows in times to come.
Okay.
I am right now standing in the apron area and right behind me is a very big speaker. This speaker is for public address system and the speakers that I showed you earlier, they are for the stage, the sound that is required on stage. And this big speaker is on the both ends of the stage. One is hanging here and the other is hanging just in the opposite direction. Right now my back is towards the audience area. This is called as audience area. There is no wall in between, but there is an invisible fourth wall which we have broken long back. Now this is a big auditorium. It has 1400 capacity. You can see very sturdy and comfortable chairs are here. It is double story arrangement, so nearly 350 seats are in the upper story. And you can see a beautiful sound light bar in the front. There are 3 big bars. I hope this is visible. This is one big bar there and there is a bar in the center. The light of it is coming towards us. And then there are bars here on the stage. There are bars on the stage. These are many bars which I have already talked about. I hope they are visible to you. And one after the other, these bars help in coordination of light. Right now, you can see there are some lights on the stage, and these lights are being worked upon from behind the console. You can see the 3 spots are becoming blurred and sharp in their edges, and that is because somebody is handling them from the console. So when you, according to the mood of the play, the dialogue, these are sharpened on their edges or made blurred. And this is, you can see this is how it is moving. There are some rehearsals going on and this blue light is there. We can also change the color, green, blue and other colors are also there. Now I will take you towards the console of the whole auditorium where all kinds of mixing is taken care of and the light arranging, sound arranging is taken care of. So, welcome to the console area. Very talented people from the Kennedy Auditorium. Both of them are here, Heather and Shahid Bhai. We call them Heather Bhai and Shahid Bhai. And they are so experienced that they are also helping out in telling me how to go about in the shooting of this particular video. You can see from close lens that this is a console and this is also a console. They both are, one is for sounds and one is for light arrangement. This is for light arrangement and that one is for sound arrangement. We are now going to operate this light Okay, so you will see that all the lights will be switched off, and now there is a spot. This spot is visible. This is a follow light because it can follow the movement of the characters on the stage when they are moving. Off, and the spot becomes clear. The characters on the stage are being followed by this light, so this is called as follow light. Now I'm standing outside the console. Behind me is the entire auditorium. The stage is right behind me. Students, I hope you have understood very thoroughly by now that theatre is not all about acting or costumes. Theatre will be spoiled if even a single sound effect or light effect goes wrong. So it's a coordination of all these things that makes theatre happen. So many things. And right behind me you can see that so many things are happening, and people who are watching from here, how beautiful it is for them to look what is happening on the stage. Isn't it? Technology is also an integral part of theatre.
Okay.
And now I'm going to show you a very beautiful scenario. This particular thing not only enthralls the audience but also gives energy to performer. The curtain rises, the curtain falls. Parda girta hai, parda utta hai. See what is there. Number one curtain, the first curtain, the magic of the stage goes on. Please take on. Yes. So this is the first curtain that is moving off from the stage. And after this is the center curtain. Now the center curtain moves off. And this is now the next curtain, the cyclorama, of which you had one more look earlier. This is the final curtain, and the stage ends there. The lights are dancing to welcome the scene that is going to happen. This is the other entrance, that is for the actors, and if there is an important guest, they are made to enter from this gallery. The actors go in their green room areas and get ready, and then they can walk down on the stage from this. This is the green room area. This is called green room, and that is why the doors are painted green. The actors get ready here. They have many lights. These lights are very friendly for the face makeup and costume. The things are kept in these drawers, the makeups and everything. And these chairs are for the actors to sit when they dress up. So they sit like this. This is how they use this area.
So I hope you have enjoyed this tour. I'm sure that it has given you a lot of ideas. It has also impressed you about how the whole system in theatre is, how complicated, how interesting, how beautiful it is. So these things, you could also see students practicing, rehearsing, different lights, the equipment, the structure, everything makes you work for theatre, but let me also reiterate, and I have been saying this, that even if you don't have all these things, you can still do theatre. India has been the land of those cultures of performances which have existed without proscenium, without technology as well. But you need to know all these things. It's your choice based on your circumstances, based on the availability of things that you need to make. And this whole setup, this lecture has also has been intended to discourage those who do not have these facilities that they cannot do theatre. Because I have given you example of street theatre, indigenous performance traditions, which happen in makeshift arrangements, which happen in open theatre spaces, which happen in fields, farms, houses, terrace, anywhere. It can be done anywhere. So, but as part of education, as part of theatre education, it's important for you to understand this discussion and know how does it work, how it is important for us to take it further. When you want to pursue it as your studies, or you want to make it your profession, or you want to take some exams, and then all these things are of important use to you. Now you can be more observant when you watch photographs, videos which are available on other platforms as well, and look closely about how a theatre building is conducive for performance, and how is it constructed so that it facilitates the culture of performance, the coexistence of various kinds of people inside it. So this was my intention. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much, and I hope you have enjoyed the entire course. I have tried to give you hands-on training through all, especially with these 3 lectures. The 2 lectures based on the videos and the pictures and other kinds of things about rehearsal, etc. And this video, in which I have shown you the glimpses of a theatre complex and taken you on this visit how to utilize these kinds of things. So all in all, this course has now come to an end. I hope you have made best use of it. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm sure there may have been some junctures where I could have done better, but it's a whole package. In classroom teaching also, there are some highs and lows, and I don't want to make it visible as a cosmetic perfection supplied through virtual medium, and those imperfections also are part of our life as real people, because you are also real on this side, on the other side of the screen. I am also real on this side of the screen. So let us go together in this journey of creating more realities of theatre academics, theatre research, and enhance the cultural enrichment of this world, and let this world be a peaceful place, a place where growth, prosperity, peace, and brotherhood is existing, and theatre is an important agency and medium to create all these lovely aspects of human world order. Thank you so much.